Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Patrick here with Men's Health Unscripted, and we are here at Gingerbeard Coffee and Poorhouse and Late Start Brewing. It's kind of all one place here in Tampa, Florida, and we want to thank them for having us so that we can talk about men's health into a microphone and giving us a place to record. So,
yeah, they've always supported us. Like at any event we've tried having for men's health, they've always been more than willing and happy to have us here. First class coffee, great drafts. It's amazing.
It's a little too early for beers, but
yeah, we're not doing that. But some PB Nitro Brew, absolutely delicious.
So, anyways, aside from that, thank you guys. They're over there behind us. But today we get to talk about one of my favorite topics, maybe of all time,
easily
and
concerningly so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I make a lot of people super uncomfortable with it, but it is what it is. It is the prostate.
Guys, I'm just getting to the comfort level with this, but I probably won't reach this guy's level. But, if we can provide value, then we're happy to do it, So, Patrick, what we got in store, man?
So we want to talk about all the functions the prostate really has. Most of the time, what do you hear about it? Oh, prostate cancer, BPH. You hear about all the bad stuff. It's almost like it doesn't even have a function in the world. I mean, when we hear about the prostate, it's just...
Yeah, it's pretty
bad.
grim.
Yeah,
it's come out pretty grim.
And so what we want to bring to light is how important the prostate is to our sexual health. We want to bring up some potential diseases that could come from it. We found some trials that have some good foods associated with disease prevention. And just overall, we just want to give you an overall idea of what the prostate really does and how important it is to us. So,
yeah, it serves as the focal point in men's health. So the research is piling up. It's been out there, but now it's piling up now that men's health is really starting to take off in academia and actual research. And in Tampa, Florida, here we are.
Yeah.
But Patrick's right. It's something that gets overlooked. And when it is talked about, it's grim. So prostate can do a lot of good. So we're here to, kind of see what.
Let's talk about the prostate.
Yeah. What good can you do for your prostate? What can it do for you? Yeah.
Yeah. And so along with that, we said it in our intro. If you haven't seen that, find that, click that link. It's all about living the prostate lifestyle. So let's get into what the prostate really does and some of the important functions before we get into the grim stuff. And then, we'll brighten it up after.
Yeah, we'll try to.
Yeah. Yeah. So
should be easy enough.
Anyways, again, prostate's super important to our sexual health. The prostate helps produce the fluid that sperm travels in, seminal fluid. It provides nutrition for sperm to, get to where it's supposed to go in the form of zinc and fructose. And
it's getting uncomfortable already. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm already uncomfortable.
Well, that's kind of been the problem with men's health is talking about the prostate has made guys uncomfortable for many, many years. And we're here to break that stigma.
Yeah.
So have we ever talked about where the prostate's located, Stephen?
I know we have, but for our viewers, we've talked about it too much. You've talked about it with everyone, I think. So if you want to inform some people about where it's going, where it's at, yeah.
All right. So big thing about the prostate, it's located underneath your bladder, kind of wrapped around the urethra, and just in between your bladder and your perineum.
The bridge.
I always thought it was more like the zipper.
Jesus. Bridge is zipper. I guess if it gets you from point A to point B.
Okay. The location of the prostate is essential for its job. It excretes, seminal fluid. It really provides our sexual health. So it's got to be right down there.
So yeah, talking about location and, the symptoms that may come with BPH and enlarged prostate, the most out there myth is that it's an isolated event. The last thing this is isolation. The amount of disease states that are linked to BPH, that stems to ED, ovarian bladder,
cancer,
prostate cancer. Yeah. This even goes psychological, social. They should really take a toll on a man's well-being.
That's really, if you really think about it, we take, it might sound like a joke or we're messing around, but we take a top-down approach to taking care of our prostates. We put that up here on a pedestal because it's so important. BPH, erectile dysfunction, a lot of the things associated with poor health or poor prostate health are really, like Steven said, really damaging to a man's psyche. There are so many issues. It can make one lack self-worth.
Yeah.
It can make someone feel inadequate. And then on top of that, that trickles down. I mean, you'll hear this from us so many times. That trickles down into a family life.
Everything.
Oh,
everything.
Just, it's unbelievable what I've heard. You know, some of the experts that we've had, just interviewing them and seeing if this is a good podcast fit for them, they tell us how important the prostate is to a man's mental and emotional and sexual health.
But it's never looked at like that. It's always like, oh, I'm getting older. This just happens when I'm getting older. It does to a degree, but there's an underlying issue there. So that's what, you know, we're trying to do in this episode and this podcast, just provide you the value that there are underlying issues that you can, you know, take action today. And we're going to provide links to the self-management tools, help you get on track, tracking your progress. You know, and it's uncomfortable, right? You know, it's uncomfortable, but it's, you know, like the one we have in the description is an 8-question tool that you can fill out, take to your doctor if you just experience some symptoms. So, I mean, it's not isolated. That's the thing we're getting at here.
I mean, I'm a big stigma guy. I'm here to break the stigma. I know that if you knew me personally, you would know this guy talks about penises, prostates at such an uncomfortable
Is that
rate.
the reason you got into pharmacy school?
It's probably going to be the reason I get kicked out, to be completely honest with you.
I don't doubt it, actually. Of all the reasons, that's probably up there. Yeah.
I'll go talk to, old Dean about, hey, how's your prostate doing today? And he's like, dude,
you haven't already?
he's like, yo, dude, get the hell out of here.
I'm pretty sure you're known as the prostate guy. Like admission day, this guy's passing out pamphlets of prostates. And
there you go.
First time we met each other. No, first time we met, this guy had hair down to his shoulder. I thought he was the craziest dude ever. And now he's talking about prostate. So he's just trying to top himself year after year.
I suppose.
And here we are. Yeah.
But so we do want to let you guys know that before we really get into some of the prevention and, just treatment goals or anything like that, we want to say that this is not medical advice.
God, no. No. Again, look at this man. He's in Hawaiian shirts 98% of the time. Don't take it from me either. This information is just for you as a man, you as a woman with a man close in your life, you with a father, a brother, son. These are men close to you that we are giving you just the knowledge to look out for these symptoms. You can track the symptoms. You can identify what's going on. And we're really here to push you going to talk to your doctor, not us.
Before we wrap this up, we just want to say that men's health isn't completely a man's burden. And sorry, women, we're dragging you right into this.
Yeah,
you guys are
in this embarrassing mess
nurturers,
with us.
caregivers, and I mean, frankly, we listen to you.
We're stubborn as hell. So, we need that support. We need that drive. And we really appreciate you having your support in the community. We have women in our group that help get it done.
Oh, yeah.
They understand the issues at hand. And guys, check out the description down below. These are the tools we're talking about. Give us a subscribe, give us a follow us on social media. These are things that we're going to continue to pump out. We hope you get value from this video.
Men's health into the future.
Thanks for checking in.